Yeah, exactly. Thank God it
Round
was round one. Otherwise, we'd have had to go through all that process of choosing, oh, which sites have they successfully defended, which ones,
Yeah, I can only
all that
remember so
jazz.
much. I can
Yeah,
remember banning. I can't remember which sites they
yeah,
defended, to
exactly,
be honest with
exactly.
you.
Looks like pings are holding steady so far.
Which is
You
good.
love to see it. Okay, and we are up to, I believe, 30 something viewer. That's pretty good. So let's
That
see.
is good.
Let's see if we can. Oh, I forgot to do that. One second, folks.
Turn your notifications
I
off.
have to turn notifications off. That's awkward. Okay,
That is
awkward, but
we're
it's all
good.
right. I completely forgot. Usually I
That's
remember.
fine.
At least it was something normal. I don't even want to show other people what's in my PlayStation messages. Oh.
Uh
Attackers need to locate and
all
Okay,
right,
defuse the
let's
bomb.
go. Round
let's
one of
get
season 3. Here we go.
into the thick of it. The debut round of the Rainbow Six Hyper Series Season 3. We've done away with calling it years because that's a lot of work. No, we don't have that account, Alder. I know what that means. I'm an educated individual. I know what those colors are. All right, Skittles. What's our lineups looking like here for our debut round?
So for the Vancouver Void, it looks like we have the same except we have the same people except Kuyuda. That's how you say it, right? Kuyuda.
Koyura.
I'm not up to date with the anime, so I'm just gonna go with that. He's on Vancouver now from Toronto, so he's a new addition for them. Um, and also, yeah, other than that, like you said, A Luke, our I guess our record holder, you could say, for most kills in a single game at 18, right? Was 18?
Oh, it's more than that. I think. I think it's in the 20s. I think it's like 23. And oh, first kill. Kolbs takes out Vwisty. The roaming castle on the prowl will take out the buck. No soft destruction coming their way for this round.
Other than that, it's Miami, like we said, brand new roster. The lovely Bedmite is a man to keep an eye on. I would say I've seen from our scrims that we did in preseason. He seemed to be the main man. Jixlow as well. I've heard good things about. So those are a couple players to keep an eye on that side of the game.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, yesterday we saw a very different, not very different lineup for the Miami Neon, but they had a crucial piece. They had a Nomacy. Nomacy not present today. Instead, they have
Oh,
Kolbs in his stead and Jilkso also. Jilkso, a controversial figure if you know the story behind him, but he's back. He's here to play and he's here to prove that
prove his worth.
Miami's here to play. That Miami's here to rule the East. Let's see if that holds true. So Vancouver's attack slow so far. Obviously, they have only 2 hard breach charges with the loss of Buck, so they're only going to be able to open up 2 hatches. One was already pre-opened by the Miami side, and one was not, obviously. Let's see what A-Luke can do here. A-Luke forgave the, he forwent the frag grenades that Nuck so often has because they are an incredibly powerful tool for the attacking team. As far as hard breach charges, so they've opted not to bring Thermite, they've opted not to bring Ace. Instead, they are perfectly content running stronger fragging operators and bringing their hard breach charges. In comes a Luke on the Nuck, but Jilkso on the Aruni knows he's there. Toxic Babe Canister comes out. That will trap
Doesn't
a
hit him.
Luke in there for a formidable amount of time. Koyura gets the opening frag for the Vancouver Void. Takes out Bedmite. Big pick right there. Maybe Hippo. Diffuser in hand. He whiffs his headshot, but he's not going to whiff it a second time. He takes out Kolbs. Planting could come out here soon, but Jilkso is going to be a thorn in their side. Jilkso, ooh! Tags Koyura, is able to shut him down quickly, but ooh, a Luke, excellent headshot. A Luke not able to finish off him, but a Luke will collect D. Watson. Koyura's down. It's a 1v1 situation with 10 seconds left. Ozzy is going to play it safe inside of the vault. Diffuser in A Luke's hand. He is planting. Can he get it off before Ozzy has time to rotate? Ozzy, rotate is complete. Does he spot a leak? Oh, he will wallbang him right through the wall. Take his head off through that plywood. And Miami Neon will take the first round in a post-plant situation.
This is the thing about Siege, the current meta, is that it was slow, and then it just goes, all hell breaks loose within the last 45, 30 seconds. But
Yeah, I have to agree.
I did like that round from Vancouver personally. I think if Koyota doesn't get downed, that's a completely different round. But I like what I saw from both teams. Honestly, that was good. I think that's a good opener to start season 3. I will say.
That is a good opener to start season 3, and obviously, unfortunate that a Luke couldn't get out of the planting area quick enough to reposition himself to counter Ozzy, but that's the way things roll sometimes, especially when you have so many rotation holes and so many lines of sight. Lines of sight are really something that's used at a higher level, I like to say, because you'll see a lot of bronzes or silvers. What do? They reinforce the whole site. The less, because especially if you're defending, you don't want longer lines of sight. Attacker guns have longer range, they deal more damage, they have more powerful scopes. But when you reach the level that our teams play at, you're okay taking those gunfights at long range with an SMG because it doesn't matter how much damage it does if you hit the head. So obviously, CEO rotate here, CEO defensive setup here. The second strongest site. Some will argue the strongest. I think it's up to personal preference. CEO defending for Miami Neon. They're going to have to play another round after this before they can go back down to the basement. Obviously, CEO requires an extremely different setup than what basement does. They've gotten the Valkyrie, Mute, Azami, Solus, and Capcan, a bunch of operators we didn't see last time, and obviously Vancouver has brought a dedicated hard breacher with Wisty on the ace.
The Dokkaebi play, again, I think Vancouver's been using this a lot. The Dokkaebi Nook. I don't know. We'll see if other teams use it, but I mean, I've seen Vancouver use it a lot. I've seen a lot in the pro scene as well. So I'd like to see how they utilize it. But I like the play because number one, when I always played Siege, I can't hear nothing. To be honest with you, like Call of Duty, it's another story. You hear the guy stomping from like 5 miles
you can't
away.
hear nothing in Call of Duty anyways. All you hear is precision airstrike inbound, and then it's just after that, your eardrums have left the building.
In this game, though, audio is very important. So I do like that the idea of bringing the Nook to cancel out that audio and Doke to give them audio on offense as she makes her second phone call. And again, slow-paced attack from Vancouver, but we saw last time once they pick it up, it's very doable for them. They can play at this pace and not a problem.
I mean, I can see the reasoning behind the Dokkaebi pick. Obviously, look at how roam-heavy the presence of Vancouver is, and having Dokkaebi just gives you so much flexibility to not have to drone absolutely everywhere if you've got trained ears. I believe we're going to start seeing our first entries. Koyura, he's all alone by stocks that EBR with the MK14 EBR. A Luke is entering right up banana stairs. Does he know someone's in the elevator? He does. That Valkyrie shooting the camera will expose his position. D. Watson takes some heavy hits. And A Luke turns at just the wrong time. D. Watson collects his second frag, and Baby Hippo's the next to fall with that double team inside of Archives. Fowie, he's there to recover his teammate, but can he get into a position with enough cover to revive him? Koyura in a devastating gunfight. Oh, he clicks the head of Jilkso. Excellent shot with the EBR. We'll collect him and even up the man count, but the man count's not truly even because Baby Hippo's still on the ground. Nope, he's back up. That's another gun in the favor of the Vancouver Void. We are now basically equal in terms of health. And manpower, that is. Sorry.
The time here is I think gonna come be an issue unless they get a move on because they have not cleared out D. Watson yet, but he has the drop down ability. If he chooses.
The Ozzy collects Fowie. I know there was a Capcan trap on the door. It collects Koyura. Jilkso from the grave will collect one. Baby Hippo, that's a Nitro placed perfectly. D. Watson collects a double on the round. Miami goes up 2-0 here on Bank.
That Capcan kill would make Skip very proud. That amazing. Again, another round where it just came down to the end.
Yeah, but it came down to the end, but it wasn't truly a round that was in doubt. You could see just about halfway through, Vancouver may have started to fall a little bit by the wayside. They're going to try to rectify that as we go into our third round of attack, and obviously Miami will be on their tertiary site.
Uh-huh.
So far, D. Watson showing up big. I can't lie.
He has.
4 kills in 2 rounds. Excellent rate of return, I'd say, for the teams. Is either IGL? I'm not sure. I've never really asked the teams their roles.
I don't know
He
the
does seem like
roles.
the de facto leader outside of the game, but inside of the game, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Attackers have located a bomb.
A Yo COD Hyper Series asks Paradox Marks. I don't know. No comment.
Let's get one off the ground.
No comment for the moment. No comment.
Camera feed up and running. Doorway trapped. Stay clear of blast zone.
So
We did pick we pick who we thought was gonna win? I think I picked in the server. I didn't pick it on the stream.
we have a sub from X-Men 4863 who has subbed with Prime. Thank you very
Attackers
much.
are heading out to the
I know X-Men in real life. Thank you, Theo. That will go very far in reinvesting into the league. That will pay for some of the subscription services we use to run this very league.
Did we pick? I forgot. Did
Did
we
we
do a
pick?
pick 'em?
No, I didn't.
I picked in the server, so I'll say that I picked Vancouver for this first game. I don't know what's your call. I know it's 2-0 Miami, but I picked Vancouver
I feel like
in the
as the
predictions.
league commissioner, I have to remain unbiased.
Neutral. Okay.
We'll
Well,
go
my
with that
picks-
for now.
I'm going with Vancouver. I already made that decision in the server, which you can do if you join in the predictions channel.
That's right. Or
Subtle
you can
plug.
predict here on. Just join the Discord server, even if you have no intention of playing. We're more than happy to have our fans join us, and you can even talk with the players in real time.
Changing mags.
And oh, we broke the 40 mark.
We
Excellent.
did.
So Koyura, he unveils the position to D. Watson. Vwisty gets his first frag of the game on a nice opener on Ozzy. That's a big pick. Ozzy's the second highest fragger for the Miami Neon right now. And oh, this IQ pick proving invaluable. That was a well-hidden black eye. Vwisty, does he know there's someone on the left? He does spot the Capcan trap. A lot of people, oh no! But he spots the Capcan trap, but it still does its job anyways and gets him killed. Baby Hippo, he's swapped roles with Koyura. Koyura now on the much more firepower heavy Jackal. But Hippo's the next to fall. Jokso collects another one. He takes out Fowie. It's a triple kill on the round for Jokso. It's a quad kill on the round for Jokso. He takes out a loop.
Give him the A's.
Koyura in a 1v4 situation. He's spraying bullets downrange, attempting to collect that Capcan's head. He's got 6 rounds left, and he will put an end to Jokso's reign of terror. He collects the diffuser, but it's a 3v1 situation with a modicum of health. Can he clutch it out? That's a Mozzie drone. He turns his back. It's only a matter of time, I think, until Miami collapses in on his position and he falls victim to their guns. Colb's in
100.
position. He knows exactly where he is. There it is.
And there it
Koyura
is.
caught out looking through the hatch. Colb's puts him to rest. Miami builds up a big gap. 3-0 so far on Bank. All tertiary site taken. Complete site rotation complete for the Miami Neon.
I think that was the most convincing one out of them all.
That's right, they got the opening frag, which usually is a good indicator of what's going to happen. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good enough indicator because Vancouver fell apart quickly after that, unable to dislodge Jokso playing inside of the, I don't know what people really call that hallway.
I don't
guess
know.
double windows hallway? I don't know.
Double. I call it double
We
connect.
call it
That's not
double?
even- Yeah.
I mean, some call it, no one calls it extension, really. That's like Banana Hall. No, Banana Hall. That is Banana Hall. I don't know. Either way, we
Either
press
way.
on halfway through the first half. Basically, this is the end of the first quarter, moving into the second quarter. Out of 4, of course. 3 rounds each quarter.
It's so weird not having 6th pick no more.
It's also faster.
Defenders,
That is
protect your
true,
bombs
too.
from being defused by attackers.
But you have to remember, with 6th pick gone, the teams don't know who everyone else is picking.
We do. They don't.
Yeah, we do. You, the viewers, know. We don't. which is also why there's like a 3-minute delay.
Did they? Let's see. Again, onto the Dokkaebi. Once again, they did the switch to the Doke. They brought 0 for the cams. I like that. I mean, I think
Extremely
10
intel
seconds
heavy.
remaining.
stream. Yes, much. I was just about to say they went complete intel on this one. The last time, the first round, they went a lot of gun. They brought the Jackal. They brought the
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and
who was it?
defuse
The Ace for second round. So they brought a lot of guns. Now they're bringing more intel. I think that's gonna help Vancouver here. Hopefully they could turn this around because the difference between 3-1, nice, between 3-1 and 4-0 is a big deal.
That is very true. 3-3 and 4-2 going into the second half are two very different scenarios for both teams. Obviously, 4-2 I think is a point where I still wouldn't even be comfortable with a 4-2, especially depending on the map. I am shocked Koyura's not running the extended barrel on that gun, because that gun, I'm pretty sure the SC3000K is the highest damage AR in the game with extended barrel equipped.
What is it? It's a 2-shot.
It
If
is
you hit the body?
the 5.52, the Para, and the SC3000, I believe, are 2 shots to 3 speeds with the extended barrel. Koyura. He uncovered the position of Kolbs on the Oryx, but he's retreated rather quickly. Not a roaming heavy lineup for the Miami Neon, except for absolutely nobody. Everyone is downstairs, I believe. Let's do a head count. Yes, everyone is downstairs. So that gives Vancouver free reign upstairs, which really they need to move in. They need to move in and just don't worry about it. Watch your flanks and get to work. I think Kolbs may be on a... Yes, Kolbs is playing inside of blue. That may prove to come back to bite them. We'll see. Apologies, folks. Just a bit under the weather.
This is very meticulous from Vancouver. They taking their time.
Hope they're not
they're really
scared to
taking their
peek.
time.
They may not. Hopefully, they haven't lost confidence in their guns. Because once you've lost confidence in your guns, you lose confidence in so much more when it comes to siege. Hippo tosses some stun grenades out. They have the position of the Solus on the Aruni of Jokso on the left side. Oh, maybe Hippo takes a little bit of damage from that P10 Roni. Hippo is ready, but no, he has his reticle trained on the wrong spot. Bedbite headshots him. Aluke gets an instant refrag onto Ozzy. Aluke takes out Watson. Fawi takes out Bedbite, and finally the guns come alive for the Vancouver Void. But Josos and Kolbs come alive at the same time, and that manpower advantage has dissipated to zilch right now. Koyura has vault control. Fwisty has blue and red control, but it's not enough. He is not down. No, he narrowly misses the Goyo canister. Jokso is still inside of elevator, and it's not enough to finish off Koyura. Koyura knows he's there. Jokso is prone. Who is going to blink first? And where is Kolbs as all of this is happening? Post-plant situation, 2v1. Koyura takes out Jokso. Kolbs has just dropped CC hatch. He's going to peek down blue. He's going to peek through the rotate. Who's going to blink first? Oh! Oh, Fwisty narrowly blinks. Koyura is able to take him out. Finally, Vancouver will get themselves on the board with their first round victory. Second time's the charm on basement, because they just got off a post plant.
A good round, a really good round from Vancouver. Hey, they didn't overcommit. They took what Miami gave them and they made it work. I think that's a good round for them to get off the donut. So we'll see if they can translate that into a couple in a row here and bring it back to evens going into the half. But Miami good again. I would have nothing bad to say about Miami if you lose that site there. You didn't give them anything, and they took what you gave them, and they just beat you. So I would be more than happy to go back down there if I was Miami, but we'll see what they decide to do.
I mean, I have to agree, especially that crossfire that Vancouver set up was just incredibly deadly. I thought it was all over when Hippo fell to Bedmite's gun. But no,
Yeah.
Vancouver was ready for it. It's like they knew Hippo was gonna die. Like they knew he was gonna lose the gunfight, so they just had a contingency in place. Because as soon as Bedmite fell, Aluke was right there. Koyura was right there. Everyone was just in position, their guns trained at the right place, right time, and no matter which direction, like, we thought maybe, oh, because I think someone whiffed their shots in that whole encounter, and then,
Yeah.
but it didn't matter. I thought he would survive. No, he missed his shots, took a bit of damage, he was going to reposition, get a frag. No, someone was there to make sure that frag went through anyways, and that's the type of crossfire you need from time to time. Or that's the crossfire you need at all times, not even time
That's
to time.
You get that crossfire, you win a lot of rounds.
Yes, that puts to bed any potential of a first half sweep for the Miami Neon. Vancouver has shown they're mostly here to play. I'll hold out hope for a second round though. Let's see if they can get that on the board, and then maybe we'll truly be in high gear here going into the second half. Let's take a look at the setup here. It is a CEO hold. They're not going to try and bank twice. Oh, look at these Kiba barriers here. Thoughts on this setup, Skittles?
And it's kind of similar to what they did the first time, but I think again the first time they did this, it was Jilkso that just killed everybody. So when you get that kind of gun from one of your guys, it really helps the team. I mean, I think. Well, there goes one, but I think a setup like this does favor.
Oh, Bedmite, buddy, you can't.
Bedmite.
Oh, buddy, you can't do that. Hippo takes out Watson. Bedmite falls. Oh man, that may prove to come back to bite them later on in the round. Not getting rid of that Osa is going to be a big blow. We all know how powerful a well-placed Osa talent 8 shield can be. Stun grenade comes out. I believe that's from Baby Hippo. He stunned. I can't see. They can't see. Strategy in full effect right there as Twisty takes out Ozzy. It's a 4-2 advantage. Site controlled, not yet in the hands of Vancouver, but they're working towards it. Jokso takes out Twisty. Man to watch here is Jokso. He's on a revenge mission ever since the scrim, but Fowie is going to put that revenge mission to bed because it's looking like a Vancouver round with 3v1 unless Kolbs can clutch up with Solus and that infamously hard to master P90. Fowie will spot him through 3 natural disasters and a... Oh my goodness! I don't think he even knew he killed him there. Unless that was the call out of a lifetime, in which case bravo Vancouver.
What's it called? The kill that Ben might have. The Osa, she parked herself. Wisty parked himself there, and he just said, "I'm not moving." And if he picked up that kill, that'd have been a whole different round. And Ben might grabs that kill there, 100%. But it seems Vancouver's gonna. They've strung a couple together now.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking good. I think they're looking good.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And where are we headed? We are headed. I think we're heading. Where are we heading, Mr. Observer?
Where are
What
we
site?
heading?
Which site are we heading
Oh,
to?
sorry. Apologies, folks. I was just dealing with some back-end stuff. We are
We're
going
back downstairs like I thought they
to
would.
the basement.
Like I thought they would.
And they have brought... looks like it's pretty similar.
Almost, I think it's if not identical to the roster.
No Goyo. No Goyo.
No Goyo.
5 seconds to go.
The Goyo, I mean, almost worked counterintuitively last time, considering...
Yeah, that's the thing with this new Goyo. You don't get the shield, right? So you get the gas can on the wall, and then it could work against you. But again, it's just another one of those ops. You play the trade. It's very useful, but if you get it against you, then that's the penalty. But we are seeing a gridlock.
Oh my.
Okay.
I'm a gridlock enjoyer.
I don't mind some gridlock. Put the
I
case in
think
her hand.
The day that F90 goes into a faster operator's hands is the day there's a new fragging operator on attack. Like, it's just that simple. That assault rifle is fantastic, and I will die on that hill.
It's very good.
Oh no, Hippo doesn't know. Hippo doesn't know
Oh.
he's in the corner. No, he doesn't know he's in the corner, and he bides his time perfectly. Kolbs collects a frag, and the air jab will collect him, but he retreats just in time. Oh my. That is a drone work failure right there if I've ever seen one. Kolbs, I think that's Koyura. Oh, he knows. He knows. He sees the head of the Jordanian operator of Oryx will not collect his head, not today, as he lives to fight another day. It's the little Dr. Seuss right there. Top floor control achieved for the Miami Neon, or sorry, for the Vancouver Void, as all of Miami has retreated down into the basement. Even Kolbs, who's playing inside of crazy. I think chat just saw the bed might jump out because of the
did.
delay. A bunch of first-time chatters are talking. Just to call that out, like, what was that? Oh. 1 minute 15 to go. Top floor control firmly in the hands of Vancouver. Can they get it done? Can they put all the pieces into place? Baby Hippo, he's been the opening frag for I think 4 out of the 6 rounds. Oh, reminding you folks, this is also the final round of the first half. After this, sides will swap. So, CC hatch open. Now gunfire work needs to start coming alive. These guns need to start coming alive. There's Surya Gates in the way. There's a Solus. No. Vwisty on your left, buddy. On your left. Oh, he swings just in time and collects Jilkso. But no, he's looking the wrong way. He looks into the wrong doorway. Bedmite collects Vwisty. He's not going to repeat the mistakes he's made in the past. The last time they defended this site, out come the track stingers. And oh, the Toxic Babe works against him. He's going to be... D. Watson needs to kick himself for that. That robbed Bedmite of an excellent frag right there, and Koyura takes out Kolbs. CC control in the hands of Vancouver, but Koyura's on 1 health. A Luke, he's dropped Elevator, and I don't know if Miami knows that. Fowie, no, he doesn't get the bullets off in the right spot. A Luke, in Elevator, he collects Watson. It's a 1v2 situation. He has the diffuser, but he's out of time. Ozzy's found him already. It's going to be a knife to finish the first half. Miami comes out of it with a 4-2 advantage going into the second half.
Damn. I thought Vancouver was gonna take that at the end there, but
Yeah,
they held
I thought
on.
that was a big blunder from D. Watson there. Luckily, it didn't truly affect the outcome of the round. They recovered all the same. And here we are into the second half. Miami leads 4-2. I think we are all good, yes. Okay.
I find it so funny that we flip, and it's just a completely different stack of what's it called, of ops. Like Jackal and Nux the same, but Buck, Thermite, and Lion completely different.
And defuse bombs.
Oh, yes, yeah. Yes, the next game is the Tampa Bay Tidal Wave versus the Calgary Dub Snoozers.
Yes.
What a name.
Yes. Don't. Yes, chat. That is the name of the team.
All right. Basement hold. Of course, you're on bank. This site has to be your bread and butter. Koyura, Smoke, Mute, Azami, Solus, and Capcan. So, very similar lineups between the two teams. Maybe, I don't want to say it's the meta, but it definitely seems like teams have consolidated on certain
100%.
lineups.
Yeah.
We've seen the same kind of lineups across all 3 teams we've seen play in the preseason so far. Yeah, let's see how it goes from here. Let's see how different their lineup is, or how different they play it compared to Vancouver. Has Vwisty been droned out here? Yes. No, he's dead. He's dead. Vwisty. Oh! Joke so knew. He knew. Vwisty, you can't be getting caught out like that. That can't, like, someone has to be the first frag, but that can't be the first frag. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The first frag has to be like a gunfight. Like, you can't... and Solus too. That's
Crucial.
unfortunate, especially with every single operator on this list except for Buck can be detected, and 2 of them can be actively detected as they shoot and walk around.
This is really good droning. This is actually really good droning from Watson.
Jokso, he deals heavy damage to Hippo on the Azami inside of red. He's forced to retreat. It's a 5-4 advantage for the Miami Neon. Health advantage also in their possession because Baby Hippo, he can see the light already. Fowey repositions into Vault, the infamous red room, and no, not the one from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the one inside of Bank that has gotten me killed so many times because there were needless metal bars there before this map got reworked. Luke, he avenges his fallen comrade in Vwisti and takes out Kolbs. Kolbs has been quite significant in this game for the Miami Neon, playing heavy fragging roles every single round, and he's the first to fall. That's also 2 frag grenades gone on the side of the Neon. Frag grenade economy, very, very critical inside of this new meta here in Rainbow Six Siege. Luke, he's having a gunfight with Ozzy. Who's gonna blink first? Who is going to blink first? Ozzy blinks first, but then the Nuck of Bedmite blinks as well. They blink at the same time. It's a triple blink as Fowey refrags Bedmite. Down to 3-3. Ozzy took heavy damage in his engagement with Luke, but D. Watson is getting the diffuser off. We could be in a post play here rather quickly. Koyura sends off a Toxic Babe, but it's not positioned right. He misses it. He overshoots it, and he is going to be kicking himself for that. Koyura, SMG-11 in hand. Fowey playing right next to his comrade. 2 SMG-11s against the world. It's a 3-3. Can they get him up? They can. There's no frag grenades to flush them out either. So 1 on the hatch, 2 on the hatch, and Jokso inside of dirt. This looks like it could be all said and done. No, I don't think Vancouver is going to go quiet into this good night. Koyura, he's going to peek around. He's found the diffuser. There's 5 seconds until it's the point of no return. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and we are at the point of no return. No! Watson comes alive. He gets a double, takes out Fowey and Hippo. Miami Neon go up 5-2. Take their first attacking round with great success.
It was a good round. Really good round. Nothing bad to say there. Great. Good execution. Good plant. Good post. As good as it comes.
I am forced to agree with you, comrade. Miami 2 rounds away from earning their first 3 points and putting those on the board for them, which would put them at the top of the East for however long until someone else wins. However, Miami currently, as it stands, would gain 3, but don't forget, folks, we have it's not like your classic point structure from soccer or something. The attacker, scatterbrain. The winner, if you win in regulation, gets 3 points. If you win in overtime, you get 2, and your opponent gets 1. If you lose in overtime, you get 1, and if you lose straight up in regulation, you get zilch. Bupkis, nada, 0.
It's a hockey structure.
And if you forfeit, you lose a point, because people quickly figured out if you won a bunch of games, you could just stop pulling up. And, you could just stop pulling up, and because there was no hope in you falling out of the playoff picture. But no, this season there is. You lose points if you don't show up for your games, or you forfeit.
5 seconds to go. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Bring in the line again. Wow. Okay. I like it. Yeah, to everybody in the chat. So Playdate 2 of day 1 will take place Monday, March 27th. And then after that, it'll be every Monday and Thursday going forward until middle of June. And then we will obviously have open transfer window in there. And that'll be all announced on our social medias. And why can't it be on like a Friday or Saturday?
Because people told us not to put it. We have
exactly,
social lives.
A lot of people voted on doing it on a Monday and Thursday. We had this all planned out pre the season starting. So it takes place Monday and Thursday nights. for the middle of June, playoffs to follow, and if all goes well, maybe you'll see us again in the fall for season 4. Just, you know.
In comes front door entry from the Miami Neon. It's looking like a similar setup for the Vancouver defense. Looking like, but obviously no one playing an elevator, less of a presence on banana.
And yeah, but other than that, again, like almost identical, like Castle, Solus, Azami, Oryx, and then the Echo gets thrown in. But other than that, almost all the ops are the same. But I guess, like you just said last round, that's the meta right there, right?
Obviously, an Echo is brought out, and oh, Bedmite's Claymore catches Koyura probably on a run out, I believe it was. If Bedmite can't complete the run out, you can't either, is what he's saying essentially. It's a 5-4. Opening frag goes to Miami Neon once again. Oh, I think that's the Yawn. Is there? No, there's no Yawn. My apologies.
No.
The
That's Zoe.
Zofia of Bedmite bringing that M762 ever since the LMGE was nerfed. Hippo takes heavy damage. Hippo has fought in so many engagements and lost so many, unfortunately. Fowie is the next to fall to Ozzy. It's a 5v3 here. Fwisty, Luke, Hippo are all that stands between Miami Neon and match point. Bedmite takes out Hippo. This could be a flawless. It's shaping up to be one as Ozzy takes out Luke. Can Fwisty prevent a flawless round, or is this going to be all she wrote? It's not all she wrote just yet, but it could be all she wrote very soon. Fwisty gets caught out by Kolb's coming up. Square rotate. Miami Neon push themselves to a near insurmountable 6-2. They're up big here on Bank. And they could be going up big in the scoreboard standings because they are on match point, folks.
I don't think I want to say Vancouver's got someone left in the tank, but I don't think they got something left in the tank. That round didn't seem that good personally, so I hope they got something in the tank, but I don't think they do. I think that this might get wrapped up here in a couple of rounds. Zach, your take? Yeah.
Seems as though Vancouver may be going out with a whimper instead of a bang on their first play day. Not what you'd expect from a team that looked so powerful in the middle of the 2021 season. The lineup hasn't changed. It's pretty much the same, except for I think one change. I don't remember Baby Hippo, or maybe
He was on the subs. He was on the subs.
Unfortunately, it just seems like, just like when we casted the scrim back all those weeks ago before my life fell apart, cough cough. Vancouver, we've talked to Koyura.
We
right?
have.
And we've said, you know, we've talked, like, he's constantly told us, oh, you know, I'm the weak link. He's the support player. And he's played support operators, except for Jackal, of course.
Yeah, and then when
But then he's been top frag both games.
That's what I was going to get into. When he played under us with Toronto, he was our guy. He was the guy. He was the Bedmite. He was the A-Luke of Toronto, and then he went to Vancouver, and it's just like, oh, now he's the support guy. He was what I was. I was support, and it's just weird. But he's got the gun skill in him, and he shows that week in and week out.
But especially because he's told, obviously he has the skill, but he's told us, you know, the people on Vancouver, they have more, right?
Yeah.
We haven't seen it in both games, and that troubles me. Maybe, granted, we've seen them script. We've only seen Vancouver play Miami. We have no idea if Miami just has their number.
Yeah.
In the same way, like the Raptors couldn't beat the Detroit Pistons for like 4 years. We don't know if it could be a situation like that. But if it's not, that's very worrying for the Vancouver Void. Because if your support's getting your frags, something's wrong internally.
Or it could be if anybody follows hockey, the Toronto Maple Leafs situation. The most talented team just can't get it right. But again, it's only day one. Day one, week one. We got a lot of time.
We do have a lot of time and 2 whole transfer windows as well. So nothing's set in stone yet. Don't take anything. Take everything with a grain of salt. What you shouldn't take with a grain of salt is the pecking order that we hopefully see get established, because at the moment, even as league commissioner, I have no idea who our top teams are. Even the weak links made some incredible moves at our roster lock deadline, and now I have no idea what to think. Like I said before, if you are a betting person, you do not bet on Hyper Series. You will probably lose your money.
Oh, 100%.
Because we have no idea how these rosters stack up, because rank also means nothing anymore. Considering there's 18,000 more champs this season than last season. Bedmite was one of them, and he's going to get into a gunfight with a Luke. Does the frag get launched properly? Ooh, a Luke catches him at just the right time. Vancouver gets the opening frag, bodes well for them, but they're going to have to do something with it if they want to keep playing here on Bank. Kolbs gets a refrag, Wisty gets taken out, main fragging operator gone. It's a 4v4. A Luke at half, in comes some smoke canisters. D. Watson is getting off the plant in the same position. They've overshot everything they're throwing at him. Jilkso takes out Fowie. We're in a post plan with more than half the field still on the board. Vancouver Void, what do you have Echo and Smoke for? What do you have Goyo for? You brought 3 operators for plant denial, and it hasn't stopped the plant both times. And now it's just sit and wait for the Miami Neon.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
T-minus 13 until point of no return, the 7-second mark. Kolbs frags out Koyura, literally and figuratively. It's a 3v2 post-plant retake situation. There's 5 seconds. That's gonna be about all she wrote, folks. Nope, that's it. Unfortunately, the Miami Neon will open the season with a bang. A dominating 7-2 victory over the Vancouver Void.